The symbol of the Olympics includes 5 rings, the same number of planets the ancient Greeks recognized as they moved across the night sky. Coincidence? Yeah, it is. But just as the Olympic Games trace their origin to ancient Greece, so does much of modern astronomy. In this video, we'll look at the fascinating overlap between the Olympics and space exploration. Because hey, both astronauts and athletes know how to reach for the stars. I'm Sarah Smay, and this is Space for Humans. Planet comes from the Greek word planetes, meaning wanderer, like the handful of twinkling lights that early astronomers watched wandering across the sky while the other stars stayed still. Today, we know these 5 planets as Mars, Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, and Saturn, because thousands of years ago, ancient Rome said, "Hey, can I copy your homework?" Actually, the ancient Greeks also briefly counted the sun and the moon among their wandering planets. So I guess there's a long history of kicking members out of Club Planet. Sorry again, Pluto. Let's jump ahead to the 20th century and the start of the space race, a fierce competition between the United States and the Soviet Union to land the first person on the moon. But the US and the USSR were simultaneously locked in another proxy contest. That's right, the Olympics. For years, the Soviet Union was the only nation to challenge US domination of the Summer Olympics, and by 1964, they had beaten America in total medals, won 3 games in a row. But the US was soon back on top of both the podium and the moon, or you could say, the great silver medal in the sky. American athletes triumphed in the 1968 Mexico City Games, and the following year, Neil Armstrong became the first man to walk on the moon. In 1975, the 2 rival nations worked together on the first international space mission, culminating in the famous handshake in space between the Soviet and American commanders. Tensions cooled in orbit faster than on Earth, but now Russian cosmonauts and American astronauts work hand in hand with peers from across the globe on the International Space Station. They even held the first Space Olympics in 2021. With events ranging from synchronized floating to no-hands handball. And in the spirit of camaraderie, everyone was a winner. Like the Olympic Games, today's space industry retains the original zeal of competition while also embodying hope, unity, and the human pursuit of excellence. In Paris, more than 200 countries are competing in the 2024 Games. Can you guess how many of them have space agencies? The current count is around 77, from Algeria to Zimbabwe. And that's important to how the industry will grow as it's shaped by diverse cultures and values. Because we don't all see space the same way. Some see a man in the moon, others see a rabbit. Some dream of bold exploration in the future, and others want economic development right now. There might be one finish line in an Olympic race, but in space, there are many different paths to victory. And why wouldn't there be? In microgravity, there's more than one way up. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more Space for Humans. Cosmonauts, astronauts, Russians, Americans, USA, USA.